Right. There was a lot of projects between 91 to 94. 94, you're getting ready for your sophomore album, Funk Upon a Rhyme. What was the thought process and creative process going into that album? Like you said, your style changed a little bit. What did that come from? And can you elaborate on your thoughts behind your sophomore album?
Um, we just wanted to go deep. We wanted to go knee deep. You know what I'm saying? We always listen to a lot of Parliament, and we listen to a lot of Curtis Mayfield, Donny Hathaway, Johnny Guitar Watson. We wanted to touch on those elements, but be simple sonically. You know what I mean? So I would make them songs like No Pain, No Gain, No Representation, Don't Bite the Funk. You know, everybody know what that song was about. You know what I mean? Like we felt like we were on the mothership. Like, you know, when Boosie and George said they seen the mothership, we felt like we were them. You know what I mean? We wanted to have the nostalgia, the melodic sound about us, just as well as the grimy, grungy. And we produced the album, incredible album to this day called Funk Upon a Rhyme, because it was actually hardcore funk on deep rhymes. You know, that was the concept. Warning, listening may become addicting. This is cocaine. When you hear his funk, you gonna get hooked.
Right.
So it was that type of shit. And we came up with comic books and everything else. You know what I mean? We wanted to tap back in. We felt like it was the 70s all over, but with a 90s twist. You know what I mean? And out of that album, Uncle Sam's Curse, those are like Siamese twins, the Folk Upon a Rhyme and Uncle Sam's Curse. Because if you hear those albums to this day, man, they still stand tall. You know what I mean?
Right.
Credible history.
Easy E and Code 187 produced this album. What do you remember the most about working with these two in the studio during this time?
Well, it was one person that produced my stuff, and that's Code 187.
Okay. Was
You know what I'm saying?
Easy like the executive over the
Easy
over?
was the executive.
Okay.
Easy tell you, I don't rap. We wrote his stuff, but he had a voice like nobody. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, I'm comfortable being the businessman. Y'all be the rappers. Y'all do y'all thing. You know, and he let us do our thing. It wasn't, you know, he said, man, who do you want to produce your album? You know, I said, I want my cousin Hutch, and then I want Dr. Dre or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mainly, you know, grew up with Hutch. I used to see Dr. Dre come to Pomona when he was in the record crew back, him and Yella. So everybody knew DJs, you know. That was when DJ Shella Ballet used to come out there, and, you know, everybody was knowing each other. And plus, I used to be on Venice Beach in 85 at the Groovatron and all that shit. I was pop locking, breaking, you know what I'm saying? And all kind of shit, you know? And it's just a trip, like, you know, to see so many brothers that I worked with over the years that's not here. From Easy to Pop, to Nate Dogg, to KMG, to Mac Dre, to Jay Dilla, to the Jacker, to Nipsey Hussle. I mean, to even Jenny Rivera. I mean, it's just so real, bro, because out of this short distance, they left something for us to all learn, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, being around in the studio with Pac, he was like, you know what I love about you, Cocaine? Because, nigga, you never did change your name and you kept that shit gangsta as fuck and grimy as fuck. And see, that's what I identify. Never be conformed by just the sign of the times. You know what I mean? Just because everybody else doing disco, don't think you gotta compromise your integrity just to quack like a duck when you really an eagle. And you gotta know if you an eagle, I don't care how ducks are flapping, you ain't gonna flock with the ducks because they fly too low. You understand? So you gotta have that concept in your music because things change. You know, it's disco, it's mumble rap, it's this, it's that. But it's something that I'm here to tell you. that outlasts all those type of things. And that's rhythm and blues, that's funk, that's old school, that's instrumentation, that's music of substance. You know what I'm saying? So now things worldwide, because things had to be on a hibernation stage. Everybody was in their cave because of the COVID.
Right.
It allowed people to revert back to those records and go back to the wax. Why wax is important, why analog versus digital is important, why all these things are important. They had to sit down for 5 seconds. And I'm glad something came out of it, is because now I get so much work on people that simply want to know how it was really done.
Gotcha. Were the fans receptive of the new style on the sophomore album, or were they trying to connect to the previous name, Who Am I?
Nah, because people that fall for mine, they still say cocaine. I don't care. You can go to anywhere from Compton, South Central, the IE, Pomona. You know what I'm saying? Valley to valley. You know what I'm saying? They was just like on cocaine. So the who am I that they put on me, it didn't held me down in the streets. And I was comfortable with that because before the lights, camera, and action, I always made music for the streets and for the people.
There's about a 5 year gap between your second album and your third. Where is Kokane at this time, and is he doing between 94 and 99?
Trying to take care of my kids, bruh. You know what I'm saying? When Easy E passed at 95, and then next year, 96, Tupac passed, that shit really put a damper on. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, but I'm just explaining from my side. It took put a damper. It's like I don't want to do this shit. You know, anxiety comes in. Unfortunate event. Sorry about that. That was cool for me. Hold on, let me plug this in real quick.
All right.
That was very cool for me. You know, Yella put me on a project called One More Nigga to Go. You know, last nigga to go. It was in remembrance of Easy E, and we did a song called This Is for the E. And that was a form of healing, as well as they playing No Pain No Gain at his funeral, which was my all time biggest selling single ever. No Pain No Gain. You know what I mean? It was all kind of things. Even though I felt through hardship, God was always there to pick me up, and my family was always there to pick me up. You know what I mean? So '96, once Pac passed, it was like me, Spice One, all of us was supposed to be a part of the nation. He was setting a new thing up. We was kicking it with him. You know, we even went to the studio to do a song called Fortune and Fame. The original Fortune and Fame is featuring me, Pac the Outlaws, and Spice One. You know, because that was fam. Pac was always family. He used to be around us in Upland, California in '91, and you know what I'm saying? We always had mutual business between management, which was Atrium, who managed the Digital Underground. Rest in peace, Shock G, too. You know, so it was Ruthless and Digital Underground at one time. You know, so Pac was always around us. He was around Laylaw, who's another contributing member of helping me get into this game. Around Gomac. He was around all of us. You know what I mean? And once he got home from jail, we really started kicking it. And it's just crazy because the day he went to Vegas, he invited me and Spice One, but I had a record to push called For Riders Only at Scotty Brothers Record with my cousin Cole 187. That was right after This Is for the E record with Yella. So I was like, I'm busy, my nigga. And then Spice World was doing something. So we was actually supposed to be out there in Vegas, but then we heard on the news that happened because I remember my boy B Legit hitting me on the phone saying, "Man, it's true, man. Pac gone." I thought he was playing, you know what I mean? But that ain't nothing to play about because I know B Legit is solid. He don't play like that. That's no weirdo shit. So I was like, damn, I seen the news and I was like, wow, I was about to have another chance. Thought of, you know what I mean? But God, that's the way the universe works. So You know, I was doing crazy things in the streets to heal my pain, but I always used to go by studios. I would catch an E40, I would catch Too Short or whoever, and 10 times out of 10, they put cocaine on. So what it did is created, like people were like saying in the 90s, yeah, cocaine is the nigga to go to. Way back then. You know what I'm saying? And I kept that up. And then I started working with my Hispanic homies. They put a lot of fish and bread on the plate for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, you can go look up cocaine, and there's so many of my essay homies that I've done songs with. It's incredible. And then when I linked back up with Snoop, you know, I already had a lot of features in 1999, but then it really catapulted my name. So I started doing songs, your P. Diddy's, your Mob Deeps, you know what I'm saying? Your Busta Rhymes, etc. You know what I mean? And it just kept going. And I didn't realize I was on so many features until my beautiful queen, shout out to my beautiful queen, Alicia, she stopped me some years back and said, you know how many features you did? I was like, no. She said it's in the thousands. So she did her extensive research, you know, because we know people, we encourage people to fact check. You know, don't be lying and kicking. It's a lot of lying going around this motherfucker. So wife did her thing, and man, lo and behold, it took her like 3.5 years to get all the information, everything, detail, to where you can look it up. Now she created this thing that is going so good for me at www.mostfeaturedartist.com because the primary idea was to leave a legacy to my children so they can feel encouraged to work even harder. Just like my dad left a legacy to me when he did a slew of hits at Motown Records. You know what I mean? And now I see it's an inspiration for artists out there that sometimes want to throw in the towel, but you can't throw in the towel. You know what I mean? If you wasn't meant for this game, then you wouldn't be having stones thrown at you. But you know, pressure make a diamond.
Right.
And it's just a blessing to see young brothers, you know what I mean, being inspired by the story to help better their situation or enhance their music, whatever. So I just give God the glory to be able to inspire people still to this day and continue to have fun what I'm doing, man. It's all about having fun, man. There was a time where it wasn't fun. You know what I'm saying? It was like a Hebrew slave working, cracking rocks in Africa or some shit. You know what I mean? But now
Right.
it's fun. I get a chance to mentor a lot of people worldwide. Hip hop and funk music, it done transcended the times. You know what I mean? And I'm just blessed to be in that position to be a puzzle piece.
Absolutely. You like you said, you've got dozens of albums and thousands of features. I won't keep you up all night talking about each one, but like I said, you've worked with artists such as Snoop, Eastsiders, Above the Law, Cypress Hill, and more.
Hmm.
Personally, what is it about you that comes to mind? You think with these artists that they say, "Hey, let's get Kokane on this track."
Oh man, you know I'm gonna give you that gumbo. You know, if you put Jordan on the court, would you ask Jordan, "Hey man, could you think you could put your nuts on his chin when you dunk?" The fuck you think Jordan gonna say? And that ain't people say he arrogant. Nah. God give you confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. A lot of people try instead of putting in their mind that I can do all things. You know what I'm saying? I'm a king. You know what I mean? And I just felt after going through all this stuff, I mastered my lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm a king. I'm confident what I do. You know, so I can't do what Jimmy Crack Corn do. I can't do what Sarah Sue do, but you can't do what cocaine do. And that's what I wanted to be, an artist to stand on his own, not just in the crowd.
Right. With so many projects out there, what project does Kokane consider his most personable one?
Man, that's a lot of stuff. I would say that's a lot of periods, brother. We'd be here for days.
Right.
You know, because there's history, those times with Easy Pop, KMG, songs I did at Doghouse, like raindrops falling on my head, like some real shit. Um, a lot of great moments. I'm happy to be able to work with the greats that came before me because I honor our elders and ancestors. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to inspire the young kids, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's a pecking order, a universal pecking order. That if we honor our elders and elders honor us, that is the universal tribal way us as people is supposed to conduct ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
we internet and all this weird shit that moved us into an era of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Where it's buffoonery. And we got to get a hold of ourselves. You know what I mean? So maybe you could do it through the music. Maybe you could do it through your communities. But whatever it is, be a beacon of inspiration for brothers and sisters that need that. You
Right.
know what I mean? So that's how I want to continue to carry myself and how I want to be remembered. You know what I mean? Because you only get a short time on this planet.
Right.
And I ain't done yet. So I tell people, don't give me no flowers yet because I
Okay.
ain't done. You know what I mean?
What does Cocaine consider his greatest achievement throughout the years musically?
Um, my greatest achievement is my wife and children. That's my music.
Beautiful.
31 years married, 37 years together, 4 boys and 4 girls. None of my kids didn't suffer some of the suppression I did because I didn't want that condition on them, me and their mother. So we sheltered them from a lot of stuff. And, it just feel good because we got this messed up perception that if you ain't going to jail or if you ain't doing this or you don't come this and that, you ain't real. And I'm here to tell young brothers and sisters, what you saying ain't real. You're conditioned like that. Once you break those conditions, I just wanted to make sure my kids can be doctors, attorneys, and scientists. Some studying stem cells, something different. We don't want to be caught around and moved around like cattle. They've been moving us around like cattle for so years. And that's my greatest achievement because that's how I run my company, the music side. My wife's the vice president. My kids are on board. My kids do graphics, videos, build websites. So it's a family orientated business when it comes to my company, Buddy Boy Entertainment. And that's my real name, Jerry Buddy Long. So we use Buddy Boy Entertainment because it was right there, because it means it's a family type of business. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's what is healthy for me on sustaining in this roller coaster ride. You know what I mean? That if you don't have a family type of structure and don't ground your feet, well, if you don't ground your wire, life is gonna shock you. And I just got tired of being shocked. So I did the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I finally did something right. So I made those right pivots in business, made pivots in music, just so my legacy can continue on and my dad's legacy can continue as well.
Right. Well, Cocaine, I want to thank you for everything you've done for the culture, everything you continue to do. Like you said, you don't want your flowers just yet, but I'm here to give you your flowers and tell you to keep moving. And thank you for this opportunity. Can you tell your long-term followers and supporters what you have coming up next?
Well, I just did a record. I got 2 records out. One's called Don't Make Me Shit, and one is called Monkey Wasn't Funky. Sound like Knee Deep. You can go to my site at www.bud, easy there, BOY, music.com. The link is in my IG bio. It's super simple. And I got one coming out with Code 187. Man, Dr. Kokenstein. We about to drop a video for that. And I'm on the way to New York, man. Big ups, man, to the legendary Cool Rock Ski, man, from the
Fat
Fat
Boys.
Boys. I got Cool Rock Ski on my brand new album called Give Me Five on the Black Hand Side. It's coming soon. I'm going to surprise y'all. So we'll be out in New York from the 28th to the 31st. Man, really showing that hip hop love and showing love to, the untimely passing of Prince Marky D and Buff as well. And stay tuned. My daughter has something coming out. Her name is Anissa Long, like daddy, like daughter. You know what I mean? Her name is Young Colombiana, but you can follow her at AANISAH underscore long. And she got a cut coming out called Karma. And stay tuned. It's called Karma is a Bitch. And stay tuned for the new Sugarcane album coming soon with me and Sugar Free. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a doozy. Game related. Why they hate it.
No
Oh.
doubt. You also spoke a little bit about a book, and is there any plans for a documentary coming up?
Yes, we're working on the documentary right now with me and my crew. Shout out to my fam Gato and No Special Effects Suspect. But you'll be hearing more about it. A lot of people showing love on there, and I appreciate that. And we also got the fans on there talking, and it's just gonna be cool, man. We're gonna surprise you with that, and out of that, it's gonna spawn a book called "The Making of a Legend." The Dope Sells Itself by the legendary Kokane, and that book will be coming out sooner than later. Can't really let the cat out the bag, but it's a lot of things that we're doing right now. Also got a project coming out, but my essay homie, OG Spanky Loco, OG Spanky Loco is. He was on 6ix9ine Head. You know what I'm saying? And plus he an OG, been doing it for years. So just a lot of things we working on, man. We can go on for a minute, man, but we promise to make it very entertaining and never boring.
No doubt. Any 30th anniversary plans for this?
Oh man, that bring back memories. You showed me that cover. Well, we got something up our sleeves coming soon. You know what I mean? We're working on some whack situations. But I can't really let the cat out the bag.
All right.
Just trust me. We're working on something big for the culture, and we really appreciate all the fans. So at the same time, make sure you get some of that cocaine gear. You got to get it. Hottest street gear out there at www.cocainebrand.bigcartel.com. See? Big K on your chest.
Any other social media platforms that we can keep up with Kokane on that you'd like to shout out at this point?
Um, yeah, you can follow. I'm a simple man. You can follow me on Twitter at Cocaine Official, or just follow me up on my Facebook page at Jerry Long. It's real simple. And if any artist is looking for cocaine, because this is what I do, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to funk and soul, holla at your guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty easy to talk to. You can reach my management, which is the wifey. You can reach her at Alicia Long. That's at Alicia Long underscore Buddy Boy ENT. And let's work, man. Let's put it together. But that's what it is, man. I appreciate you having me on the platform, man.
No doubt.
Real
Any
talk.
last words for your long-term supporters over the past 35 years?
Oh man, keep the funk alive, man. And number one, put God and family first. I don't care what industry you in. That'll help you sustain and grow. You know what I mean? So, you got to stay consistent. Get in the rhythm of thinking positive. It's only positivity to make you navigate through so much frequencies and bullshit that want to throw you off. You know what I mean? So stay focused with it.
Like I said, thank you so much, Kokane, for everything you've done. Thank you for joining me this evening. This has been episode 134 with the legendary Kokane, formerly known as Who Am I? I'm the journalist Sin-seer, and we're out here. Thank you so much, Kokane.
Hey, thank you. I see. Let me say a couple shout out to a couple people on here. I see
Absolutely.
you, Craig. I don't want to be a rude nigger. What up, therefore? I'll say a couple more. Forlon in the building. All right. 3-6 Rock Live in the building. DJ Mark Love. That's family right there. Yes, sir. Salute. 40 Born in the building. Culture Movement in the building. Cash Talent in the building. Therefore in the building. Who else we got on the line? I'm going to give them like 30 seconds. DJ TC Forever 94. DJ Screw put me on cocaine. Man, rest in peace, Screw. Incredible brother right there. Missing.
Can you
60
give
Payback.
can you give Summer a big shout out?
Big shout out to Summer. May it be good for you this summer.
My
Uh,
parents as well. I'm sure my parents is logged on. Can you shout out my parents?
man, what's your lovely parents' name?
Sandra and Clarence.
Sandra and Clarence. God bless you and God keep you. You got an awesome son.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. So I don't want to hold y'all up. What up, enemy? Ultimate in the building. Michael Jr. in the building. Third Sun Tracks in the building. Sorry I can't read fast enough. If I don't say your name, God bless you and God keep you.
No doubt. Appreciate you, Kokane.
You got it, champ.
All
One
right.
love.
See you again soon. Peace.
100.